I swear the Trump campaign is paying that woman. She's just an ad for Trump. Dave Rubin hosts the Rubin Report on YouTube. Our old friend joins us here on set. Dave, great to see you tonight.
It's good to see you. Before you say anything, Tucker, I just want to be very clear. The woman you're talking about right there in the clip, that's Jennifer Rubin. I am in no way related to her.
I totally forgot you to say that.
It's very important that I say that at the beginning.
Clearly, she's a plant.
What kind of conservative is she?
And Jeb Bush's former spokeswoman who's on MSNBC. You watch them and you're like, you know what? I'm voting for Trump. I don't care.
It's really confusing.
It's unbelievable. Anyway, let me ask you, how dehumanizing do you think it is to see people in the media who appear intent on dividing the country along racial lines to dismiss people on the basis of their skin color? Like, how do we get to this place?
Who was that guy that wanted his children not to be judged by the color of their skin,
there's a monument to him on the mall.
The content of their character? That guy was kind of right. That guy, MLK Jr., obviously, he was a liberal. He was a liberal, but the progressives have nothing to do with true liberalism. And there's a hilarity going on here because for years they've been screaming that all of us, anyone who's not a woke, intersectional progressive, is a racist. But what was going to be at the end of the road of that? At the end of the road is exactly what's happening right now. They would have to turn it on themselves. And now they are turning it on themselves. So MSNBC is now putting up people to basically say, forget those Republicans and conservatives and Trump supporters that are racists. We're the racists, because in an hour from right now, there's going to be a Democratic debate. I think it's on CNN. And guess what's going to happen? It's going to be all white people. Thank God Elizabeth is 1/1024th Native American or whatever it is. I don't know what happened to Andrew Yang. He should be in there, but his Asianness doesn't even count, right? Because Asian doesn't sort of fit into the intersectional calculator. So this is the end game of what all of these competing.
But what they're really doing is I think you're suggesting, if you want to be precise about it, they're blaming black voters. I mean, there's a reason. The only
they're
reason
saying blacks aren't supporting their own. I mean, think how insane that is.
They're turning to the African-American electorate of the Democratic Party and saying, you're bigots.
Yeah.
Like the rich people on MSNBC, people like, I can't even remember her name, but the woman you share the last name with, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Jennifer Rubin. Yeah. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, you may remember that at the State of the Union last year when President Trump said we have the lowest all-time black unemployment, and the cameras flashed to the Congressional Black Caucus, and they sat there like this. Now, if you cared about your country, if you cared about black people or just citizens of your country, wouldn't you be happy that they have low unemployment? That would be good. But if you're a partisan hack, then you wouldn't care about that. And I think most people are waking up to this stuff. I mean, I sent out a tweet at the beginning on January 1st saying this is the year of the implosion of this thing.
Of wokeness?
Of wokeness. It has to implode now because Elizabeth has to call Bernie a misogynist and someone else has to call Bernie a racist, because that's all they got, because they can't debate on policy. They can't really debate on taxes or foreign policy or any of these things. So they have to get you on all of these things because it's sort of worked in a lot of ways against conservatives, right? You're one of the few guys that consistently stands up against it, but it silences a lot of people. And I think this is the year that they've cried wolf for too long.
The polling I look at suggests that really nobody is for this crap other than a very tiny percentage of MSNBC hosts, for example. But like your average person of any color doesn't like this garbage.
Nobody cares. It's an anathema, and it's a reverse of what the American dream is. Nobody cares what your skin color is. Nobody cares what your gender is or even your sexuality or any of these things. If you're an American and you live by the laws of America and, and you work hard and try to better your life and your family's life, that's what this whole thing is about. But why do they never talk about that?
Exactly.
Why are they afraid to say words like liberty and freedom? Imagine that. Imagine those. You know who said those words? Tulsi Gabbard said it, and now she's out.
Yeah, they hate her. Right.
Yeah.
I can't wait till these are the worst people I've ever dealt with, and I can't wait till they're gone. Dave Rubin, great to see you.
Good to see you, man.